guys, welcome to Big Sister. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. It is hot. Oh, I had the blinds open. I like to get the sunshine in here, but it was heating up everything. So I actually had to cancel it. Even with the air conditioner going, it's like 80 degrees in here, and that's hot. So any hoots, I know some people that live in hotter climates may think I'm just soft, but hey, just call me softy. But guys, I want to talk about, man, there's so many things I want to talk about, but I want to stick to this one video, and we're going to call it Saved by the Hell. And y'all may have heard the term Saved by the Bell. There's a TV show also called Saved by the Bell, but we're going to call this Saved by the Hell. And I want to talk with you guys about how sometimes the things that you go through sometimes are really tough and just difficult challenges in your life, what you may even consider to be hell. And for all of us, those bad experiences are subjective. Some of us, we experience worse things than others to different degrees than other people. But we can never say or discount anybody else's experience because, oh, well, I went through this and you went through that. For every person, their own experience is what it is to them, because that is their life, their experience, and they may have nothing else to compare it to. You know, like certain things I may have experienced, somebody else, I read about someone else's life in certain parts of the world, you're going, man, they went through some horrible things. If you put it right next to my life, or you know, just something that I may say, oh, I went through this, it's nothing. But at the same time, it doesn't make it any less of an experience, because I have nothing else in my life to really compare the experience to, you know. So there are things that people may go through. There are people who have gone through physical abuse, sexual abuse, mental abuse, verbal abuse, been homeless, been on the street, been kicked out, you lost your property, you lost your marriage, you lost your children, you've been falsely accused, you have been falsely arrested. Everyone has something that they go through that is different from somebody else. You may have been in a horrible relationship. You were in a dark place with someone that you were in love with. You thought they were going to be your husband, your wife. You thought you would just be conquering the world together. Maybe you were noted as the power couple and didn't work out. You may have gone to an organization thinking that you can get help and they took advantage of you. You may have been at the job. Whatever your experience is and those horrible things that you may have gone through, I want you to understand that sometimes that experience, if you can really put your mind to saying, I'm going to get the help I need, I'm going to, no matter what I do, no matter what is going on, I'm going to get out on the other side, it can save you. You understand? Sometimes the relationships that you want to stay in and the things that you want to hold on to, you are seeing the person, you're seeing this individual, you're seeing the people you thought were your friends for who they are. And what it does, it really opens up your eyes so you can see what's before you, so you can make better decisions. So in theory, you're saved by the hell they put you through, the hell that they brought into your life. It woke you up. It woke you up. And you're like, what in the world? You know, at first when those things are going on, you want to deny it, right? You may want to make excuses for the person. You may see it clearly, but the person talks you into it. They may cry. Whatever it is that they will normally do, whether it's flipping the narrative, right? Someone is mistreating you and they're doing you wrong, and they flip the narrative, and they want you to remember the time that they stood up to your bullies in high school, and they want you to remember the time that they bought you your favorite race car when you were a kid, and they want you to remember the time that when nobody wanted to be your friend, they're the one that sat down with you. They want you to remember when they bought you that beautiful diamond ring. They want you to remember the good times when they paid for the entire vacation, when they did this, when they did that. They want you to remember that, hey, I'm the one that helped you to make the down payment for your car or your business, or I'm the one that helped you to get the job. And so they will remind you of these things. And at that point, you may be drawn in by that. You go, yeah, they did help me. Yeah, they were with me. You know, they were the one that was they were my friend when nobody else wanted to be my friend. They sat with me when I wasn't popular, and they were the one that were there for me. And they loved me, and they were there for me when I had my surgery and when I got the diagnosis. These things will happen, and it will throw you off because you think that these instances of them helping you maybe should justify or will make you rethink the current offense, the current abuse, the current disloyalty, the treachery that they're doing now. You see, people who have bad character and they're rotten, what they're going to do is when they're doing bad things to you and wrong things to you, they want you to go back and reflect on what they were before. Maybe they were better. Maybe now in their life they've reached this point where they've gotten comfortable, or they are just in a bad space and they feel like, well, you should be able to deal with me because you need to remember that I'm the one that gave you 2 scoops of ice cream when you really should have received 1 scoop. But that's not the same. Someone doing nice things for you, someone being there for you, that's good. That's what we do as human beings. That's what we should do. But it does not give them the license to abuse you. Someone being kind to you and someone being nice to you and someone being there for you, or a relationship, that is not, that's not a green light for someone to hurt you. So I want you to understand that when things are being revealed about somebody or someone that you thought was your friend, when you're seeing the truth, and you may give yourself some time, you may ignore some things because you just don't want to believe it, eventually there's going to be a moment that you're going to see this is what it is. When all hell breaks loose, when they do something that's unthinkable, say something, set you up, and you're thinking, you're my friend, you're my sibling, you're my mom, you're my dad, you're my, you were my mentor, you're someone I believe in and I thought I could be with, you're my husband, you're my wife. And they do these things, whether they're lying, whether they have set you up, whatever it is, or you've lost some things. Sometimes, guys, you look back, you were saved by the hell. At the time, it was horrible. What they did to you was beyond reproach. It was just horrifying. But if you are now in a place where you're no longer with these individuals, you're in a better place now. Some of you, you're headed that way now. You finally decided to get out of that burning building. You realize you can't save everybody. You realize this person wants you to come in and be burned up with them. Or you realize you went in and you wanted to save them, but when you needed a hand to be pulled out of the fire, they walked away and left you. And they went outside and they got a cool drink and was waiting for you to burn. You see, now this is me speaking figuratively, but I think you can understand what I'm saying. Sometimes the hell someone put you through, those low points you've been through, those scary moments, those times when you were so despondent, you couldn't believe it, all those tears that you cried, you were saved by the hell. It's not that what they did, that they are now someone you should look up to and say, thank you. You've really helped to build me. No, to build me. That's not what it is. But what it is, you came to a place of realizing I'm hit rock bottom. There's only one way, and it's to go up. And as you grew and as you figured out what happened and you went through your tears and you went through your counsel and everything that you need to do, and you slowly built yourself back. You slowly built your credit up again because you had great credit score, had a wonderful credit score, but maybe you trusted a friend to co-sign for them. Maybe you did some favors. See, a lot of times what happens when you build up your life and you're doing some good things, you have this person who comes to you and they're asking you, hey, can you take out this loan for me? I'll pay you back. Can you co-sign for this car for me? I'll pay you back. Can you help me to open this business? Can you invest in this? I'll do whatever. And then when it all falls apart, they leave you holding the bag. And so your credit went from where it was, and now it's down to 300 or 400, and you're slowly building it back. You're slowly building yourself back up. You're slowly regaining your footing after everything that they have done. You distance yourself from that boyfriend or girlfriend that hurt you, and they did such horrible things. They lied. Have a female that lied on you and said all these things about you, and it was just easy, right? They're going to just believe that you beat her up and you did these things, because it's very easy for a woman to lie on a guy and say that. You may have a man, your husband, whoever lied on you, did all these things, and you were just thrown to the wolves, and you were ostracized, and you saw in that moment the people you thought were your friends are not your friends. Isn't that interesting? A sure way to know who your friends are is when you're at your low point. When you no longer have the things you used to have. Maybe when you lost your car, you lost your job, your reputation is on the line. You'll see who your friends are. As a matter of fact, that's when people will come with their smirks. Oh, you thought you were all that. Oh, you see, I told you. I had a feeling this was going to happen. They'll be happy. Now you need a ride. You may need them to pick you up. You'll see how they really are. You may have to stay at their place, just crash on their couch. Oh, you will see who's truly your friend or not. You see, there's some people that will deny you altogether, but then there's some that they'll let you stay there, but they're going to throw things in your face the entire time you're there. You barely want to use anything. You barely want to eat in there because they make you feel bad. This is the time that your eyes are going to be opened up. But understand that all those experiences, you'll be saved by the hell. When you come out on the other side, when you are on your way, you may have just escaped hell. But I want you to understand that no matter what it is that you're experiencing and what they've done, I want you to realize that you can come out of this. You can rise up out of this. You may have all the ashes and the cinders and the wounds on you right now. You crawled out, you're tattered. You're looking like you've been lost on an island without anything. All you had access to was salt water. And you know that's not going to be any good. But if you can see that visual, and maybe that's where you are right now, I want you to understand that when it's over and when it's ended, you've been saved by the hell. That stuff they put you through opened up your eyes, gave you a wake-up call, a rude awakening, but then it put you in a position now to move ahead. And some of you, you're there. You know, you've come out, you've done better. You've built yourself back up. And some of you, you're in the process of building yourself back up. And you keep on moving. And ironically, a lot of times when you come out on the other side and you reestablish yourself again, and you are back to where you need to be, or you are working to get yourself back to that place, but you're definitely not where you used to be, sometimes those same people will try to come back into your life. Oh, I didn't know you were going to turn out that good. Oh, you landed on your feet. They want to come back in your life to do what? Round 2 of the demolition project. Don't allow it. Just know that sometimes those things that you go through in your life and the stuff that they did, even though it was hurtful and it was painful and you could not see your way out, the truth that you saw in that individual saved you. It's what you needed to see so you can wake up get your head out the clouds. It woke you up from the illusion. It allowed you to see what maybe people were warning you about. And whether you got it sooner or later, the fact is you finally got it. You got it. And you were saved from the hell. All right, guys, thanks for listening. Talk to you soon.